Hey, folks.
Hey.
Pim's on the way. I'm the mysterious JG, Bobo the Vulture. And, all right, now we're ready to actually start getting into the Let's Play in the Metal Gear Solid, which was not what we were talking
actually
about.
at like the like dramatic climax of the whole we're
series.
fighting. Like you could see in the top left there, you see that little sort of non-blue or greenish, little reddish mark up there. That is our evil twin slash clone brother.
Yeah, we
Liquid.
We should be talking about the climactic battle with him and not about putting things on clear. So.
Yeah,
we should
be talking about the battle with him, not the battle with Pim.
So the battle with Pim is important and can only be won by God and his magical car. But that's a whole different discussion, which we didn't really prepare you guys for. So let's get back to what we should all be on pretty much. You want to do a quick plot recap? The last couple of videos plot recap is we found Metal Gear and we blew off its radar dome, and then Frank Yeager popped up as the cyborg ninja. Suddenly, Snake was in desperate trouble, even though after like the initial little jitters, Bobo basically he had pretty much a perfect run going against that thing. Except there was one point where you accidentally laid down and started crawling around, and then you got missile.
I got missile.
Other than that, though, he's pretty good. But suddenly, Solid Snake's like, "Oh my God, I'm totally wiped out, stepped on," and Cyborg Ninja comes to save him. Cyborg Ninja's like, "Please blow us both up. This is your best chance."
Yes.
And also made some speeches that we found.
Oh yeah, BT Dubs. He killed Naomi's parents, but Naomi doesn't know. Naomi loves him.
Yeah, Naomi.
Like a brother, not
like a brother. Although, as we'll find out in the next game, sometimes a little sister loves a brother in kind of an inappropriate way. But we're not there yet. We are. You remember that? Never mind. But we're not there. We're at the cyborg ninja who's like, "Please blow us both up now," and you're like, "No, I can't do it." So Solid Snake can't pull the trigger and blow up his best friend, and I'm going to talk about the idea that they're best friends later, in the series. But this is his best friend ever, the guy that he rescued in Metal Gear. Then in Metal Gear 2, they fought each other, and they had to punch-out fight in in a minefield area, and they talked about how neither of them got sexual pleasure from women. And then Gray Fox, we thought, died. But now he's back. He saved Snake. Snake can't blow him up. And as a result, instead of blowing up Snake and Liquid, he prolonged his life by about 4 seconds, because Liquid's like, "You're a fucking pussy," and then killed Gray Fox anyway. Now, Liquid Snake, who Solid Snake doesn't really seem to like very much anyway, has just come fresh off of murdering Solid Snake's best friend in front of his very eyes. And with this, Bobo is going to unpause and continue the showdown. Except that the sound is really, really freaking out on the TV if you're actually watching a movie. Hey, Bim's on the way.
Yes, about the bit.
On the way.
So, what do you have to tell me about this new form, Otacon?
Hey, Snake, can I be your best friend now?
No. Just no.
Rex is equipped with anti-tank missiles on both of his knees. They're a laser.
Spends a lot of time on his knees, though, so you should be okay.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently he doesn't have anything new to tell me.
Probably not. Well, he basically told you the strategy for the entire fight.
He did.
Colonel, Fox is dead.
I know. God rest his soul.
Ninja robot soul.
Even a soldier needs more to live for than just fighting.
But not much.
Maybe if he had found something else, he wouldn't have been so haunted.
Well, he did find that skater chick.
It was too simple.
NATO wouldn't allow them to be together.
There was nothing in this world for him to believe in. So he chose to believe only in himself.
I guess you're right. A man like Fox is really only looking for his death.
Fox die would have been perfect for him.
But if you ask me, there's no happiness to be gained in death. No peace either. I'm gonna leave here alive.
Well, to do that, you're gonna have to stop talking to me and fight Metal Gear.
Yeah, no, the skater girl was his, but NATO wouldn't let them be together. So that's why he wanted to destroy everything ever.
Yeah.
You got anything else for me?
If you can shoot a Stinger missile directly into the cockpit, maybe you can destroy it. Come on, Snake. Win.
Come on, Taz! Come on, Taz! Snake, sorry I had to kill you, but...
I'm not that sorry. Let's be honest here.
Use your stinger missiles carefully. If you run out, you'll have no chance to win.
Wait a minute. I mean, they don't populate around here on their own? What the fuck? Snake. I really am sorry I killed your friend like that. I mean, everybody knows how sorry I am. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know I'm being sarcastic. The chaff grenades maybe are still gone, but I think yeah. In this one, you can totally freak him out and just lose him now because he doesn't have the tracking.
Yes, the problem is...
Yeah, it's easy to get, like, auto... I believe it's one-hit death to get stepless, so this... It's not entirely impossible if I'll get to play before this LP's over, but... That's the risk that's involved here. Probably want to get as far away from him as... Well, no, never mind, this could work too. I don't know what you got. No, work.
Apparently so. Oh, he still doesn't have me. Now he does. Boom. Get up. That's
Oh,
right.
good, your invincibility frames
My
are still in
invincibility
place.
frame saved me from his crotch laser.
The laser that's a million times more effective than any other laser, according to Otacon.
I mean,
Not as
you
impressed
do
with
know
the
that
sound
like
since
they
lasers
haven't
don't-
actually like come up with a laser that's like, you know, man, we
There's weaponized lasers. I mean, there have been.
They have like heat rays and shit.
There are ideas and concepts floating around for weaponized lasers, but they're completely crazy. Shouldn't it be Liquid's Stanimator at this point? Because you are shooting Stinger missiles directly at Liquid Snake, the guy who survived the Hind crash earlier.
Yes.
It. Not trying to jinx you.
I can't,
But while it takes a while, I actually find this to be the easier portion of the fight.
Yeah. The odd part about it, though, is that you're actually essentially having to fight by silicon radar.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. It's not that easy to tell what's going on.
I forced him.
Well, I'm just gonna stand here. There's no way Snake has evaded me.
Gonna run straight for your crotch, buddy.
I knew that would happen to Snake.
But don't think I get any joy from this. He's about to see me.
You're right in his freaking nose. There you are. Oh, it missed.
That's right. Do your complicated missile firing sequence. Now you'll never see me.
Oh man, he did like some serious maneuvering with the old Snake there to. It's possible, but ill-advisable to hit him with those on manual. But yeah, he had the old laser gun pointing out backwards between the legs there. There's guys that can do that. Like I'm one of them, of course. You know. And I see you.
Damn it. Are you up? Are you up? No, you're continuing to crawl, I think. Can't tell. Fuck.
Another ration will not fill your health meter, which basically means that it's okay to use.
That it's foolish.
Well, yeah, it means it's appropriate. I don't know why I'm giving you hints and tips at this point. I'm rapidly running out of chances to get another turn. This is a game that's all about story. I'm into watching the story. Perhaps we'll get a sequence later where Solid Snake and Dart will run around on a boat chatting with people and then we'll want me to play. The Dart Show. Snake Show. Ooh.
Careful, guy.
No. No.
Good thing he doesn't turn his head from side to side.
No, 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 no. No.
Okay, good for that.
Do it the old-fashioned way, sure.
Missile in the face, liquid.
Missile in the face, huh?
Liquid is made out of the flawed recessive genes. The dominant genes apparently allow you to be destroyed by missiles, but those flawed recessive genes make you impervious to missiles in the face. Or at least ridiculously resilient to them. There you go. And here I go.
Apparently enough. Enough of your laser.
Claymores.
Be careful. There would be claymore mines here. Also, I'm dead. Don't smoke.
So Meryl, Deep Throat, Master, half your Kodak frequencies have been cut off at this point.
Half my codex. Half been codex. Are you just gonna like stand here? Yeah, I was wondering whether you had just decided you weren't going to...
I mean, you could well, if it weren't for the... Yeah, because guess what, folks? There's some talking cinema scenes still to come.
What?
I don't understand how it works. It seems like sometimes if you just cut
Dodged
off,
it.
even if it should hit them, if your lock is broken after you've launched, but it should have been locked when you launched, it doesn't seem to work. I see a missile coming into my face! Ah!
I mean, I'll admit it, he's a pretty tough guy. He took a
resilient.
lot of missiles into his face.
I'll crush you into dust.
Should have gotten that Woody Woodpecker missile insurance!
Come on, fly! Or walk!
Is there any kind of legless reptile you'd like to reference here at this point, Lakewood? These little dinosaur fart noise couldn't save him either.
Damn.
Ooh.
Shockwave, I guess.
Oh, I'm
Knocking
Shockwave.
Yes.
Third in command of the Decepticons, or possibly second. Uh-oh. He's still up!
And we're not, apparently. Oh, this is just like that sequence from Twin Peaks.
Well, I gotta hand it to you,
Bob.
Snake. So you're gonna, like, bash your face into a mirror and crack it with your forehead now and end the series in a thoroughly confused note.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
I know all about your
Liquid.
sleeping habits.
You're still alive. I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just
Music
because you
revolution.
destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were.
A world where you will be known as Solid and not Snake, so I can actually feel like I'm your
It was
equal.
his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the
when he
world
was
needed men like us. We
When he
were
was
valued.
17,
We were
it was a very
desired.
good Cold War
But
year.
things, are different now.
What do you
You mean
desire?
war
With all the
changes?
liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be.
What? No.
What
We're
do you
losing
want
our
to be
place in
desired
a world
by?
that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence.
That's why your video
You should
games that
know
you guys
that
are
as
in
well as
sell
I
millions
do.
of copies around the world.
After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft.
The world of
Conflict
fatties,
will bring
Snake.
conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
Got big spears,
But as
Snake.
long as there are people, there will always be war.
Yeah.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Flawed recessive genes and
Isn't
dominant,
it
you
reason
can be killed by
enough
missile
for
genes.
warriors such as us.
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha!
Warrior world.
You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors
Why
betray
is the
you?
smoke coming out of my
Why
crotch?
did you come here?
He's on top of old Smokey.
Well, I'll tell you
It
then.
is a good question. Why the fuck is Solid
Enjoy
Snake still following his
killing.
orders?
That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
Sure.
That was... I watched your face when you did it.
You made an O face. It was
Filled with
disgusting.
Joy.
Well, I mean, he's not watching that kind of an O-face any other
There's a
time.
killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created
It's an
to
alien.
be
It's going to
that
burrow its way
way.
out of your stomach.
Created?
Black sand Jews, made to be hated. If we wasn't born, we would have been created. Most obscure rap
Les
lyric
enfants
ever.
terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was
So the
called.
Kardashians.
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier.
Rick
in
Martel?
the world. Big Boss. His father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells. With a combination of 20th century analog
perfect
cloning
cells?
and the super baby method. Super baby method.
Let him
They
mumble it.
fertilized an egg with one of father's cells,
didn't
and
realize
then
he
let
actually
it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus,
cares
and
who's-
later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses
For
to
fun.
encourage strong fetal growth.
Because
You
they
and I
were, you know,
originally
liberals and they hated God.
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed.
I
to
don't
make
see how
us.
their sacrifice
We were
helped make you.
accomplices in murder
Also,
before the
if they
day
were
we
aborting
even
fetuses,
born.
why didn't they abort the one with all the recessive genes
So
that
it was
they
you
didn't
and
want to
I,
use?
2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same
Except
DNA.
you've already told us that you have
But
recessive genes in
They
that.
weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You
I don't know
took
what
everything
fucking
from
color
me before
anything
was
is. I
even
got sickle
born.
cell anemia, even though I'm a white guy. Sucks.
You and I aren't his only children.
You mean he... No,
What?
I know he never
The
actually
genome
had sex with a
soldiers,
woman.
They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic
said
legacy.
the other 6
But
embryos.
they're different. They're digital.
Bobby Digital.
With the completion
We're
of the
analog.
human
We have a
genome
warmer
project,
sound.
The mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
Like my chest.
Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the
ability to
proverbial
wreck
killer
toys.
instinct. Those soldier genes were
genes.
transplanted
Killer instinct.
into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers.
Hey, come on now. The text is
The
out of
genome
sync with
soldiers
the
that you've been
dialogue even as we
killing
watch it
are
live.
our
This is going to
brothers
confuse the hell out of
with
me when
the
I'm trying to
same
sync it up
genes
later.
as ours.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back. Now there's going to be a...
genome
Oh, good. We
soldiers.
fixed the
That's
graphical
right.
glitches. You won't have a
They
genetic
are our
experiment going on
brothers,
in the
created
background during all of my
artificially through the
dialogue.
alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Mimic, if you're interested in doing.
Sacrifices? Human experiments.
What? What experiments? See, I didn't realize that was coming when I shut up
1991,
earlier.
the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers.
They're bringing
with the
Vulcan
soldier
cannons to
genes.
Vulcan Raven.
There was only one
The
Gulf War when they
War
made this
syndrome
game, you
that
know?
hundreds
Yeah.
of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
Sure.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon.
It was actually human experiments!
First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes.
Babies,
They
yes.
too are our brothers and sisters.
All men are
So
brothers,
the genome
Snake.
soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool.
Yes, the screen
They're a
says.
complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
What? This is getting really out of the...
Have you ever heard of the
this drops
asymmetry
them.
theory?
Yeah, it just starts over from
Nature tends to favor asymmetry.
Nature
Those
can be
species
really
which have
hard
gone
on the babies it
extinct
doesn't like.
all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you.
That's why I put tattoos on my right arm, but not my left.
We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family?
Oh man, give me
It's
a look
very
at your genetic
touching.
information.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive.
By mating.
You know why?
Are you coming
It
on
increases
to
the
me?
chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation.
Genes.
Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection.
There's no such
It's
thing as
called
the soul,
the
people.
selfish
Thought it was
gene
just
theory.
because my mom
You're
told
telling me
to.
that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's
However, my
fate.
genes are telling me to
All
kill
living
you.
things are born
None of
for
this
the
really
sole
makes sense.
purpose
Snake, don't
of
think about it
passing
too
on
hard.
their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me.
Well, then get some khakis.
And then I'm going to go beyond.
Bed,
In
bath,
order
and
to
beyond.
break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Whoop.
Look behind you.
Batted on your 6.
Meryl!
Can't mate with her
She
snake.
alive?
She's actually a family member,
Sure.
I found out.
She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
I swear by my web-toed feet that she's
No.
still alive. I have recessive genes, you know.
Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
It's-
I got a
We
name.
have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours.
belonged to Kojima.
You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA.
Oh,
Oh, Mei Ling's
how's
out of
Mei
work
Ling
then.
gonna
Want the
fly by?
details? Why don't you
I'm
ask
glad it was
your
the. I
precious
said I'm
Colonel
glad it was
Campbell?
the Pentagon that had to decide this and not the freaking Congress because they never decided to do a
Colonel,
nuclear
can you
strike.
hear me?
Yes,
They never
I'm
decided to
listening.
do anything.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
Sorry, I'm going through a tunnel right now.
Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
And what's
Bomb
AWACS?
the place.
Wait, the
What?
Secretary of Defense
only
is
that,
personally going to bomb the
P2
place?
He's
Just
actually
lifted
going to
off
ride the
Galena
bomb
Air
down while
Force
waving a
Base.
cowboy hat going,
They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical
Nice job,
nuclear
Chuck
bombs.
Hagel.
What? Metal Gear
Well, no,
is
I guess this is
destroyed.
the 90s.
Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us,
Well,
and
it's
he's
not,
worried about Fox Die.
the
Now that there's no more danger of a
knowns
nuclear
and known
strike from
unknowns
Metal
guy.
Gear, he's
Yeah,
going
no,
to do
it's
whatever's
not,
necessary to
Rumsfeld.
cover up the truth of what really happened here.
I can't
Real
remember
jerk,
who-
huh?
Drop a
Anyway,
nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Ever.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
what?
How?
I mean, how?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in
I may
command
have
of
sent
this
you in there
mission.
with an infectious
If
disease
I issue
designed to
an
kill
order
you and the
delay
others,
strike,
but I won't let
it'll
them duke you,
confuse the
Snake.
chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
You might get
It's okay,
busted back to
Snake.
Major.
The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
They killed
I'm
Kenny.
sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll
But
be
now
bad
that
for
you've
you.
gotten Meryl
Don't
killed,
worry.
it doesn't
It's
matter.
the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel,
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What are you doing?
Deep Throat's attacking. I thought he was dead.
Mei Ling, what happened to the
I
Colonel?
took him out, Snake. I am the true
happened?
mastermind. I'm the Secretary of Defense.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the
Permanently.
Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the
Are you sure
Colonel
you're not the
back
HUD
on.
Secretary?
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information. and for the crime of high treason.
No.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man.
What's not as ridiculous
Truly
as my tea
believed
party
that
would
he
be after
was
this
in command
operation.
of this operation.
You bastard.
You killed
There
Kenny, didn't you?
won't be a speck of evidence left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the president would want the same thing.
What president ordered this?
President is
I
a
just
busy
got done
man.
telling you I'm sure he
I
would
have
want this, as
complete
though he didn't
authority
know.
here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
I'll
Don't
tell them we were
worry.
trying to preemptively
prepared
stop
a
that
convincing
crazy woman
cover
from almost
story.
being vice president.
We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart.
Very
They'll
smart.
be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the genome army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could
Gave
care
me
less
foot
about what
rubs.
happens
Do you
to
know
everybody
how
else,
long
huh?
it's going to take me to
Well,
find
if
another
you
black friend?
give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
Stefan
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two
Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm gonna kill you, so
our country's dirty little
it would have been pretty dickish of me to blow you up without calling you
Well,
and
the bombs
explaining it to
will
you.
be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do.
Family fun.
Farewell.
How about you, Snakes?
There's no way out for us.
I was listening to that, by the way.
Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me.
Everything. My bicycle.
Only your death can satisfy me.
Certainly not sex with a
Only
woman.
your death
Yeah.
He is the son
can
of Big
return
Boss.
to me what
What the? Huh?
be. You'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final
Oops.
battle.
I don't know what happened there, but
Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
just want to make sure it's still going here.
If you win, you might still be able to save her.
You couldn't have given this
Could enjoy
explanation
one
before you
brief
hit
moment
the
of love before the end.
timer.
But probably not.
If you cross this line, you fall.
Pause it at the end of
At
this.
this height, it will kill even you.
But as it turns out, it won't kill me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, spoilers, it totally kill me. How about you, Snake?
How about you, Snake?
I knew I got that line from somewhere. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do a quick little, hold on.
Is everything all right,
Hold
Snake?
on.
Yeah, hold on. We just need to check if the video's working.
Oh, okay.
Technical things, so
See if everything is alright.
be right
here.
with you, folks.